Hello, creative friends. This is Joy. So this is the third of three videos. The first is putting the book together. The second is planning out my pages and assembling those. And this part is about decorating. So here on the first page, I decided to put down a few pieces of ephemera and a tag to indicate that this is going to be a 2021 planner. So I just had this piece of paper that I ended up stamping 2021 on it, and then distressing a little bit, and then of course you can see I put down a doily, a leaf, and a butterfly, and a flower there. So that's what I did for the first page. On the cover, this girl is actually from one of the scrapbook pages that from the paper pack that I used to create this journal. So I decided she, would go on the front with a couple of stamps, rose, and this butterfly. So I'm just using my same um, Elmer's Craft Bond glue to glue all of these pieces down onto my cover. At least those two pieces because they're pretty thin paper. But on the other two, the flower and the butterfly, it's on thicker kind of cardstock paper. So I have to get my Aleene's tacky glue out and then add those two in order to stick those down to make sure that, they hold better. Because a glue stick, I don't know that the glue stick would work very well. So there, I'm just, pressing it down and holding it for a minute just to make sure it's glued. And then I decided to do a little bit of decorating on January. Now I want a couple of text spots for like tasks and maybe some other things, and then some decorating. So this here is my ephemera journal that I made, and I really like it. It's so handy. And this idea was from a video that I watched from 49 Dragonflies, so I will put a link to my video showing how I created mine and a link to hers. Also, I'll put links to the first two videos of creating this custom planner. The first one, like I said, is where I actually made the book. The second is where I planned out my months and my days and put all that together. And this is, where I decide to decorate. Now, I don't decorate every page at this stage. I just decorated the first couple, and as I go, along through the year, filling this out, I will continue to, decorate and add more. So here on January, I decided that I like this butterfly and this flower. I thought they went well with the paper and the colors and everything. So I'm just holding those down for a minute just to make sure they adhere well. And then here for January, I'm going to use this one for tasks, and then the other one I'll use for something either journaling or for gratitude journaling or something to that effect. One thing that I do want to include is a little tracker, which is what I'm currently doing now. And I'm just showing here a little grid where I'm going to have the days of the week and then have columns, and the first one's create, or the first one's exercise, the second one's create, then TV/videos, and then the last one is work. And then I've been filling it out, doing this quick grid and filling it out, that how many hours I work a day, how many hours I watch TV and videos, what days of the week that I create. I always create on Saturday and Sunday, and I've been trying to create more during the week. So sometimes I get a chance to do that. I exercise Monday through Saturday. So I want to do that. I haven't created that yet, but I'm either going to draw it out like I did my months and my days, or my months and my weeks, or I'm going to do it on the computer. I haven't decided, but I need to print out, like 52 of them for each week, and I'm going to include that in the bottom. And so here I went through, instead of having you see me going through my ephemera journal again, I just went through and picked out some pieces. I found a quote to fill up that space on the left side. And I found this bird, so I thought that'd be good to fill up that space. So I put a little quote down, which was from a magazine, so it's kind of thin. So I used my glue stick, and then this is thicker, so I used my Aleene's Tacky Glue to glue that down. I use my glue stick for the sheet for task and for my note card, and then Aleene's Tacky Glue for the butterfly, and then the leaf and the picture there of that girl. So that would be my first week of January, and below I left room to add my tracker that I'm going to create. So this is the two text spots I decided to put on the next week, and so I wanted to do some of the inking around the edges and on these, just so that they're not so bright and white and yellow. So that's what I did to those real quick, and then I used my glue stick to glue those down as well onto the page. So I was going to, I glued it down where I was like, okay, that's going to be my tasks, and this is going to be like for journaling. But then I realized, well, the yellow sticky, even though it's a sticky, I still use some glue stick on it. Probably would be better for tasks. And here, when I was looking for ephemera for the other page, I found that for that page and thought that would be good down there. And then I found these other pieces for this page, and I thought it went well with this page. And then, like I said, I decided to put my tasks on the yellow sticky instead of the white paper, because it has more room for journaling. So there you have the first couple of pages that I've decorated, and like I said, I decided to use the yellow one for tasks, so that'll be my task list for the week. And I decided, I was debating on doing a closure, because I don't know if I need one or not, but I do want to at least do a bookmark. So I'm trying to figure out, I want to go to the center of the book, add a bookmark. And so I got this piece of ribbon that I thought would work well. And then I thought, oh, I'd like to add some of these homemade boho beads that I created. I will also leave a link below on how I create my boho beads. I'd like to add those to the spine, because that'd be fun to have some boho beads and some ribbons hanging from the spine. So I'm going to do something to where I can kind of attach all of this to the spine of the book. So I have this chain that I wanted to see, how long do I need, because I laid my boho beads out, the length, that I want them. And I got these jump rings, and so the bottom one is going to be hooked to the bottom, and then I get another one, and halfway up I attach the green one, and then towards the top, you'll see here, I attach the red one. I've done this many a times on lots of my journals and books, and this is always fun to have this, extra touch. I just think it's fun. And the way I always try to attach it at the top, so that I can always move it out of the way when I go to use this book and journal, so it's not interfering with me, the book laying flat. So I can just have it, go up and, instead of being a problem. So I punch a hole, and then I put in, what do you call it, I can't remember what you call them now. Put in one of those metal thingies in the hole, so that way it reinforces the hole. And then I just use a jump ring. So I fold the top of this ribbon over just slightly, and I just, put it on the jump ring, just kind of, push the jump ring through the ribbon, and then I put it in the hole, and it was a little bit of finagling to do it, and then I add the end of the chain onto that jump ring, and then I close it up. And so there you see I have the bookmark on the inside, and then I have my boho beads on the outside. But I wanted to add more ribbon to this, so I ended up getting some of my ribbon and adding more to it. Some red ribbon here at the top, and at first I had forgotten how I did this because it's been a while. So I folded it, I put them, all four of the ends through the jump ring that's holding that top bead, and then I pull it through the loop, but then it was like not really hanging right. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not how I did it. That doesn't seem right. So then with the red ribbon, or with the green ribbon, what I did was I wrapped it around the whole chain. I wrapped it around the chain. So I put the chain through the loop, and then I put those ribbons in the jump ring and pulled them through. And I'm like, oh, that's how I did it before. So I undid the red one, and I had to redo that. So I wrapped that around the chain and then pulled them through the jump ring. So yeah, I ended up having to take it out and redoing it because they were still sticking up. So I wanted them to go down through the jump ring, so they were hanging down, not hanging up. And then I did that same with the white. I did a loop, I put the chain around it, and then I pulled them through. And then I thought, I want more ribbon, I thought it'd be fun to have more. So I got some more of the white ribbon and decided to hang that from the top of the chain hanging down, just so it'd have more. And these are longer pieces of ribbon that I added on here. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much my custom planner that I created for next year. I'm really excited to start using it, and I'm really loving it. If you guys like this video, you can give me a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to my channel, and you can leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'm really enjoying the book, and as I go along, I'll continue to add more decorations to it. And now I have my little bookmark, so I can keep track of where I'm at. Thank you for stopping by and watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.